All right, on the bench, we got a Uniden Washington. And Reggie, this is yours. Reggie's down in the BYU, one of my favorite places on earth to be. Like I've stated before, my wife and I, we got married down there, actually in the French Quarter Chapel on Burgundy Street. And yeah, we're looking to actually move down there. The sooner the better, but hopefully within a couple of years. Yeah, Massachusetts just isn't what it used to be, so we're looking to go down to a better place. Probably right around Baton Rouge area. But anyway, thank you, Reggie, for the business. I appreciate it. And he and I had been talking back and forth on what he wants done to this radio. So you'll actually remember this mic. This is his mic. I cleaned up the contacts on this mic because that was one of his concerns. It was scratchiness, when he would key up. Same thing with the volume, scratchy volume. It is scratchy, so but part of the full service is cleaning all these switches and potentiometers, so that should fix that scratchiness. And another concern of his was the variable here. Somebody had put a variable potentiometer in back here for his RF power. And another thing was he was concerned that possibly somebody had changed out this transformer, and he just wanted to make sure that it was okay. So when I actually looked at the case here, you have almost a year ago, Larry D. Hankey did the power transformer on this. And I don't know who you are, Larry D. Hankey, but you did a good job. So transformer was swapped out properly, so no issues there. And another thing is I actually dated this radio based on the ICs. This thing was built right around like 1998 or so, which would put this at probably one of the last Uniden Washingtons to leave the assembly line, because 1998 is right around the time. I don't think anybody really has an exact time as to when the last one was made, but I would put it right around the late 90s. So yeah, this is and you can kind of tell it's a little bit on the newer side. It is well taken care of. But it is definitely on the newer side. And yeah, just in good shape. I think he was expecting a little bit more worse news than what I had told him, but it's pretty much this is pretty much a straightforward, just a recap and alignment, and yeah, that's basically it. So variable does work. It is a little scratchy, so I will clean that out as well. But yeah, other than that, it's a full service and just straight out pretty easy. So he saw the other unit and I did, and he did want the blue channel display installed. So I'll be doing that along with the blue mode lights. I'll be putting those in as well. All right. Well, I got an S9. Going to her, and right on S9. All right. So let's see what she's doing for sensitivity. All right, that's on. So we got minus 114 dBm. That is actually really good. All right, well, got this thing recapped, did the alignment, ran into my first snag on the alignment. But let's talk about the caps first. So it's pretty much straightforward. Nothing crazy. Got a few different. You can see these blue caps here. Those are actually IC Illinois capacitor caps. But the rest of them are all Nichicon caps. Upgraded the filter cap. Yeah, I upgraded. There's another cap here. I had upgraded the capacitance too, but yeah, came out fine. Lots and lots and lots of glue, as you guys can see. Probably one of the most challenging radios to date for removing glue. But yeah, it took me, I'd say, almost as long to remove the glue as it did to recap the radio. Yeah, this one was definitely bad. You guys can see the chunks everywhere. But yeah, got it fixed. Got this thing recapped. So anyway, let's go to the alignment, where I ran into my first snag. So I don't remember if I had stated, but the customer wanted a nice, clean-looking waveform on the oscilloscope. Didn't want any clipping, didn't want, just wants a nice, clean, good-sounding radio. And let me tell you, this thing was anything but. And it comes to no surprise, to myself, or probably you guys, that, they did some things to the AMC circuit on this, and not just the AMC circuit, also the ALC. But yeah, so I put this thing on, start getting TX aligned, and this is what ends up showing up on my oscilloscope here. Let me see if I can get this. Let me get the signal, this tone going here. Hopefully this will stabilize. Yeah, look at that. I mean, that is horrible. And look at this thing's peaking out at 28 watts. I mean, that is just insane. So that's on AM. And if anybody knows, so these Washingtons, and actually anything with this board in it, there's no AMC adjustment. You can't adjust modulation. It's set and that's it. So obviously somebody did something. Somebody bypassed something, or cut something out, a diode or whatever. Something in that AMC circuit is missing, or cut, whatever. Alright, so kind of left that alone, put that on the back burner, and I start to go adjust. So this book here, actually, on a side note, this is probably the book I use the most, because it's for the this 219 here. It's you can do the 140, the 142 GTL, and you can also use this for the Washington, because we all know, Uniden kind of sucks like that, and we got to make way with our own stuff. But this is why this book is so beat up. I probably do more Uniden Washington repairs and recaps than any other radio by far. I don't know how many of these I've done so far, but I got this book. It was already beat up, and it just continues to get beat up. That's why it looks the way it looks. But anyway, so I go to the transmit adjustment, and I go here for RF ALC. and they want you to adjust it for 11 watts PEP, so you just VR7. Well, VR7's back here, right back there, and I go to adjust that, and nothing. So let me put a two-tone. Two-tone test here. Sorry, it's kind of annoying. Put this to upper sideband. And that's what I'm getting. Again, 28 watts. I mean, and that's the waveform I'm getting. You can't even tell what it's supposed to be. So yeah, so anyway, I couldn't even adjust the ALC. So that's been bypassed as well. So now I didn't know if they're both related or if two different things were done to bypass both the AMC and the ALC. So you gotta dig deep into this schematic here. And you kind of have to become like a detective, figure out what happened here. Also, the block diagram helps. You can use that to kind of guide yourself. But I'm kind of familiar with these radios anyway. Yeah, you can see this thing's beat up. So I go over, because I've seen this before, but if you go over, where is this, TR31, so this whole circuit here, that's the ALC AMC transistor, and TR32, also part of the ALC AMC circuit. And so anyway, yeah, so then I start now that I knew what transistor does what here, you can go back and I don't know if you can see down in that spot down there, it's a missing transistor. TR32 is completely taken out of the circuit here. And 31 is there, 29, everything else is there, but TR32 was taken out of the circuit. And it's super annoying that, this is done to these radios, and it's kind of like a double-edged sword. So Uniden probably didn't want anybody messing around with the AMC, ALC circuit, so they don't put any adjustments in, no trimmers to adjust. So what ends up happening is people end up cutting components out. It's, like I said, it's a double-edged sword here. But why people want this done, or why do they do this to begin with? I have no idea. All you have to do is just look right at that waveform there, and you can see how horrible it looks. The worse it looks on your oscilloscope, the worse it's going to sound. It's a direct relation. Fortunately, I have a customer here who specifically wants a nice, clean, looking waveform, nice sounding radio. It's a shame out there that, a lot of this is done to a lot of these radios. And, again, I'm not going to get into, the reasons why not to do it, but, I just, it boggles my mind sometimes, but fortunately, he found a tech that will, bring this back to its, original glory. So, yeah, I'll get a transistor in there. It is a, let's see here, TR32. It is a 2SC945AQ. If I can't find one of those, then I'll just try to cross-reference it to something close. Which NTE does a really good job of. I don't know if you guys have a like an app. I use the app, the NTE app, and it kind of guides you as to what's a good cross-reference. And yeah, NTE does a good job. So if I can't find an original transistor, I'll just do an NTE equivalent, and we can get this this radio back, sounding good. But that's it for now. So what I'll end up doing is I'll end up getting this channel display, these LEDs swapped out. I'll get that transistor back in, and then we'll do one final video clip, and then we'll do our usual tests, on air and monitor radio test, and yeah, that's about it. So, all right, stand by. All right, guys, it's the final stages of the radio. So, it's looking good, I think. So the lighting in here is a bit weird. This is going to look more purple than blue, and that looks more purple than blue. I don't know why. It just is. Sometimes the meters look like they're yellow rather than like a bright white. Must be some sort of setting on my phone. I don't know how to. I'm not like a professional videographer or photographer. But this is more blue than purple. But anyway, this is looking great. It's working great. I got the waveform perfect on AM and on sideband. We can look at that. Yeah, so I got that transistor is back in circuit there. what was it, 32? Yeah. So yeah, everything is back in circuit there. And I kind of went through this whole area here and made sure that all the transistors were working right, and everything's working good. I lowered the dead key, so now it was kind of, I wouldn't say useless before, but you know, if you want a variable, you should bring it down as far as you can. So in case you want to drive like a low drive amp or like one of them RM Italy amps or something like that, we can bring this down now to, and I labeled the back for him. He will eventually need a watt meter, but for now I have it kind of labeled here. There's a 4 watt. This is the carrier, 1 watt, all the way down to a half a watt, and all the way up as high as 10. So that's there for now until, or if he wants to leave it, he can. But this is easily removable. And then if he does want to get a watt meter, which I recommend, you know, he can just take that off. But for now, it's on there. And yeah, so what else can I say? The mode LEDs are blue, and yeah, that's about it. So that's really the only cosmetic mod he wanted, was the blue channel display and the mode lights to match. So yeah, when you look this at this in person, this matches the channel display. But whatever, it is what it is. Yeah, and that's about it. So I guess we can just kind of look at this waveform And yeah, let's look at the carrier here on AM. Let's turn the mic gain all the way down. That should be right around 4. Yeah. And let's turn this. Oh, I also put some insulating tape there just so this doesn't rub out on there. You can see it comes back down to a half a watt. And then we turn this all the way up. It's like right around 10. Yeah, like 9.5, 10. So yeah, that's I think a better option, you know, for a variable dead key. And yeah, let's take a look at the waveform. Let me get you guys set up on a little tripod here, and we can take a look at this waveform on AM and on sideband. All right, stand by. All right, hopefully the glare won't be so bad. I'll try to block it out with my head. So let's set this to AM. Mic gain max. So as I'm sure a lot of people know, they're not super swinging radios on AM. You can't really adjust the AMC unless you cut resistor 104 out, but then you get some really bad clipping. But it'll swing to like right around 11 is where 11, 12. Try to yeah, it's a nice waveform. So that's AM, and we're right around 12 watts. Yeah. All right. Test sideband now. Sideband was pretty ugly, but it's looking good now. I mean, what a difference. Yeah, it's looking way better. And again, it's peaking out. Let me adjust this BR7. This. Give it a 12 watts peak, which is right about there. Yeah, that's looking way better. Yeah, I'm really happy with the way this radio came out. So, just like he liked it. I know he said he wanted it more to like swing to like 15, but I noticed at 15 the waveform would start to distort quite a bit. So it's like right around 12, 13, you know, on both AM and sideband. So I think that's perfect. I think he's going to like the way this sounds, and I think it's with that variable adjusted the way it is now, it'll drive any one of his amps perfectly. So yeah, that's about it. So I got the knobs cleaned, I got the radio, the front face cleaned, I got the case cleaned. So yeah, now that we got a look on the inside, and we got a quick performance here. I didn't get anything out of receive. you know, when I went to go adjust the RX, I ended up, you know, going back to the same. So it's that's unchanged. So let me get the I'll get the D104 mic that he has with it plugged in, and yeah, we'll do some we'll do an on-air test with the monitor radio, and then we will do some channel surfing. Hopefully we can get some skip coming in. All right, stand by. All right, well, it's all back together. It's looking good, I think, overall. It's a good-looking radio. Yeah. Sounding good, too. So let's see. So you got this almost like a Browning ping when you key up because of the variable. I think it's a little bit pronounced because the two monitor radios are so close. Well, the monitor radio is so close. But either way, I think it sounds pretty cool. The way it just pings when you. But anyway, scratchiness is gone. Volume is nice and quiet, no longer scratchy. Like I said, I clean out all these, whatever I can get to, switches and pots, they all get cleaned with deoxit. Yeah, the mic was serviced not too long ago. There's actually a video on that. And yeah, why don't we test this out on the monitor radio here and see how it sounds. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow, this radio sounding really good with this D104 mic. Yeah, sounding really good. Or the D104 mic, however you guys want to call it. Yeah, I think it's sounding really good. This Uniden Washington just fully serviced. I think it's sounding really damn good. Yeah, let's testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Audio, audio, audio. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, sounding mean and clean, I think. Yeah, it's a good sounding radio. I'm happy with the way this one came out as well, and it's looking good too. So let me get her on the antenna and see if we can get any skip. And yeah, that's about it. Stand by. All right. Well, I tried to mess around with the lighting, and I can't seem to get rid of this. So just have to bear with me. But let's do some channel surfing.
Roger, roger. Who's that holler for me out there? 456 New Jersey. Good afternoon. USK. right, 410, 265. I don't know what you did this time, but all you said is all I got, Lanny. Take care of it, spread the love to joy the week. Lanny, that you on your side? That girl raising her dress up, she put her dress back down. No doubt about it from time to time. Lanny, oh, snatch and grab, say clickety-click, I'll see you. The party phones and the Queen, man, tell them we say hello, man. May God bless y'all and enjoy your day. Hey, Pocket Night, 625, 212 in the van. Bye, bye, bye. Hey, Switch, you got a dread? They gonna call her face. Hey, Switch, you got a dread?
Try going the 38's lowest sideband again, see if there's anything.
Well, I don't like that shit anyway.
Doesn't look like there's much going on. Well, alright guys. Thanks for watching. And, yeah, I'm sure Reggie's gonna be happy with this newly serviced radio. Alright guys, thanks for watching.